What's up, YouTube? What's up, family? We got some special people we want to introduce to the podcast. My boy Joey right here.
How y'all doing? So Baby 404. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check me out. I'm an upcoming Atlanta artist. All positive vibes from over here.
Yes, sir. And then I got my boy Tyler right here.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Tyler. I go by Ty. You can check me out on Instagram at They Love Ty, or you can check out my brand page if you like streetwear at Shop Dollars.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So,
Yours truly, Vern got it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. We're gonna touch base more about what he got going on in his journey, and then we're gonna go to him and we'll let him go ahead and start off. Go ahead and tell us about you.
So, you know, as a kid growing up, you know, I always had football to depend on, and you know, that was kind of like a dream of mine. But once it was taken away from me, a lot of other stuff was taken away from me. You know what I'm saying? And during those times, it was like, you know, your whole world feel like it's falling apart. You don't know what you gonna do. You don't know, you don't really know yourself no more sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And so, I really had to keep faith going through that, so I can build myself back up to who I am, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's little steps like that people don't want to take nowadays, because a lot of kids really just think that their parents gonna be there forever, they dad gonna be there forever, they dependent. A lot of young men are dependent, you know what I'm saying? That's not how it's supposed to be. A man's supposed to be independent, you know what I'm saying? Your woman's supposed to be dependent.
Yeah, now that you're saying what happened, I'm really seeing like maybe the thing that happened to you that took away football and all that stuff was a blessing in disguise, because it made you have to figure out more about yourself and put you on a journey to just being a better person in the end.
No, that's facts.
That's it. Okay. I guess that's it for you for now.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Go ahead and let Tyler introduce his journey and what he's been doing.
I'm from the south side of Atlanta. Grew up in two-parent household. My dad's Jamaican, so all my Caribbean folks, y'all know Caribbean folks, parents don't play, so.
You part Jamaican? I didn't even know that.
So, growing up with a Jamaican dad, and my mom from the Swats, so.
From the Swats?
Mm-hmm, Southwest Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, growing up, it was kind of a mixture in the house. A lot of Jamaican things, but a lot of, black things.
Right.
But it molded me to the person I am today. I'm very headstrong. Like I really thank my parents for instilling a lot of good values and morals in me when I was younger. Because I feel like, as in like our generation, a lot of us are lost, kind of going towards like what the industry is, like the different industries, like the music and all
the stuff that's being promoted in the media and whatnot.
Yeah. I just feel like me, growing up and being headstrong, I've always been a little different and kind of misunderstood. A lot of people don't necessarily understand me, because it's like, I can relate to a lot of people, but like with me trying to explain myself sometimes, or the way I think or the way I do things, it's kind of
hard to explain to other people.
Yeah,
I already know.
The reason why I said that, it kind of made me like kind of just put things in perspective for life. I'm just like, okay, cool. I'm the way I am, and people are the way they are. But it helped me understand, okay, cool, I'm not like everybody else. My path isn't everybody's path.
So you started looking at stuff differently just because who you were.
So I had to really reevaluate. My mom always tells me, if I'm like going down the wrong road, reevaluate yourself, regroup. She actually told me that the other day. So like, it's just like regrouping, reevaluate, and then go. But really, I just grew up playing sports. I really thought I was going to play sports, but once I realized and saw like my height, playing football, I was just like, okay, it's not going to work out for me. So I picked up the camera. I really loved it. I still do love it. I kind of took a break away from it when I went to college, but now I've been blessed to be one of the team's videographers / photographers.
Yeah, because you go crazy with the camera, I'm not gonna lie. The boy is nice.
No, God, that's gonna make you look like a 5-star.
You definitely gotta check him out. Tell me, put his IG on here and whatnot. But
most definitely. That's what I would say, just to kind of give me a little background about myself.
For sure, that's definitely good.
That's real power too. To realize that you ain't like everybody else, and it ain't about trying to be like everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And the person that folks try to be is the same exact person every time. The same person.
Everybody always trying to be like somebody else. I think the biggest changes start happening when you start looking at who you are and people start like stepping back from everything that they being pushed on the regular, from looking at TV, social media, just being around people that's not who you are. So when you step back from everything and you just start analyzing life and like thinking about everything that's happened to you and what shaped you and made you who you are, then you can start to grow from that, because then you could work on different things about yourself and continue going. When you mess up, you actually think about it, because people nowadays just do stuff and they don't ever have think about it, like to learn from it. So I definitely understand how, like, just hearing from y'all little journeys, and when y'all started to think about yourselves, that's when y'all started to like see a change or just make a little change, even if it's a little bit. It started to change for you.
Yeah.
So that's just good.
And everything taken is actually a blessing. Everybody got to remember that. You learn from everything. Bad or good, you got to see the positive out of that.
As long as you can see it. As long as you got the mindset to be able to realize that about that.
You got to, that's real. I forgot what I was about to say. But, let me think. Hold on.
You straight.
I think I was going to say, just take everything as a blessing. You never know, like, it can, like you said earlier, like a blessing in disguise, like, and like he said, like everything is a life lesson.
Right. Something you can learn from.
Yeah, so like, just build from it, grow, reevaluate it, and then come back 10 times harder if it was like a hardship or something like that. But if it was something good, then you can elevate that good to something better.
Yeah, when you can start taking losses and get happy from that, knowing that you're going to get a better outcome out that, it's only because everything that's going to happen is going to either make you physically stronger or mentally stronger.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And another topic that we're going to hit that really changes people a lot when we get into it and really inspires growth, I feel like, is relationships. Love and relationships. So I know it's a topic that sometimes you don't want to talk too much about, but I think that's something we should definitely.
What I can put on relationships is being one that got out on a serious one myself. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely something that can make or break you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you rebound from that. But with me, God was there for me to the relationship helped me find God in a way. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Not to bring religion into this, but to bring self-awareness into it. You feel me? It's about self-awareness. If you can't have the respect for yourself, you can't respect your lady. You feel me? You can't respect the morals of a relationship. So that's very important, having a relationship with whoever you believe in, but most importantly, having a relationship with yourself.
First, definitely.
Real important.
Get into I think what we should do is have y'all maybe talk about, because I know y'all probably got experiences where some type of relationship has helped y'all grow in a way, even though y'all might have thought it was bad at first or something like that. So is there any experiences that y'all been through where after thinking about it, it changed you or made you think about certain stuff?
My experiences is, not everybody is gonna care for you. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody loves you like they say they do. Words are words. You know what I'm saying? Actions. You really gotta know somebody to trust them. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of relationships in this world are rushed. You know what I'm saying? Folks getting them too fast or move too quick. When really, you know what I'm saying, they shouldn't be people sleeping together first night and then getting a relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's just not reality. You know what I'm saying? That's y'all playing at that point. You know what I'm saying? So, when you have a certain level of maturity, it takes a lot for you to step back from a relationship where the other person might not be as mature as you. You know what I'm saying? It's just not compatible. You got to learn to really separate yourself from what's not good for you, because you got to look at females and sometimes like berries. You know what I'm saying? Don't go pick that poisonous berry, because it's not gonna you gonna get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know what you looking at. You know what I'm saying? Know who you're talking to, and know what's gonna come back to you. And a lot of guys sometimes it's gonna take a lot, because that it's powerful. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you gonna get blind, but it's powerful. So at the same time, you know what I'm saying, you gotta just know, you know, in that moment where you get blind sometimes from that love stuff, you gotta know really like, hold on, okay, let me back away just a little bit, because you know what I'm saying?
Keeping your distance.
Yeah.
I like that. Touch base on that a little bit. To know whether you gotta keep your distance, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Had a brain fart. Regroup myself.
About what you was talking about.
But what I'm saying is basically, like you were saying, be careful of who you pick out there.
Yeah.
Because you can have a poisonous berry, you can have a nice ripe berry.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? And the nice ripe berries is hard to find, bro. It's hard to find, but you gotta find it.
You gotta know what to do with that nice ripe berry.
Yeah.
That nice ripe berry can turn into a poisonous berry.
And that's when your self-improvement come in. You gotta make sure you taking care of yourself before you try to go and take care of somebody else.
Yeah.
Because then you start running into a lot of conflict when you don't know who you are, and then you trying to deal with somebody else.
Right.
And now y'all clashing together, and it's just not.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
So since we're on this topic, you know, our first topic is woman and man.
Yeah.
So what is you guys' input on what? Do you believe in women and men are equal?
I'm gonna just say this. I just feel like now, the way it is now, like when you have a relationship between a man and a woman, I feel like we perceive it differently now because sometimes the females be more masculine, or sometimes the males nowadays be a little more feminine on the feminine side. So it's a little different nowadays. So that's why I feel like we be having a lot of problems in just having a good relationship nowadays.
The women are thinking they're ahead of the man.
Yeah.
And the men are submitting to being under the woman.
And
so
what people forget is they don't look at the prefix and suffixes. W-O in woman means with man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at that. So as a man, sometimes you gotta put your foot down and, you know what I'm saying, what it is, what it isn't. A man's supposed to say yes or no, not maybe, not I coulda, I woulda. You gotta be certain about what you do,
right.
Know what you doing, and go at it full. You know what I'm saying? If she's not seeing your vision, that's not the one for you. It's just simple as that. There's no fighting it. It's just not the one.
Especially if you got it together and you got the vision, and if she just not, you know what I'm saying, not going with what you. If you got yourself together and she not even messing with what you got going on, then that's how you know I got a little separation. Because if you got your stuff together and you want to do this, don't let nobody try to, like, just because you're in a relationship, don't let it stop you from making that growth or doing what you want to do in life. Right. You just gotta.
And you know, naturally, women are more mature than men.
Yeah.
And if it's anything I learned from being with a young, mature lady, they will test you.
Yeah.
They will test you about are you who you say you is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you know the test may be taken wrong by man sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, we get defensive. You know, we start to fight back instead of prove to our woman. You ain't supposed to fight your woman. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to lead our woman.
Yeah.
Keep our woman on the right path. So we don't necessarily ignore those tests, but we take those tests as appreciation a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate your woman, she tests you. Because if your woman ain't testing you, it's like...
Depending on the test.
Depending on the test, of course. But if she ain't testing you, do she really care for you?
Yeah.
You feel me? Does she really want to be with you?
Yeah, I guess depending on the test, just is she trying to see who you are as a person? You know, that's cool. But if she doing like some crazy testing, and you like, is she trying to test your
keyword mature woman?
Okay, yeah.
Mature woman.
Now we making
now the immature, you shouldn't even pay attention.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even look that way.
Look, that's just like having a little baby just running around. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get into stuff they don't need to be getting into. They gonna be dabbles that they don't need to be dabbling.
Now
you
they
know
got
what I'm saying?
BBLs.
Yeah, now they got BBLs running around.
a BBL baby running
Now
around
they
the
got
house.
BBL that you bought. Now you ain't using it. Sad story. It's a true story. You ain't even using it.
Yeah, because I mean, imagine.
We got another question on here. Would you prefer a hoe or a wife?
Hoes or a wife?
Hoes
like
or
multiple
a wife.
women?
Okay.
Or being able to have that one woman that you go home to.
Okay, so like a polygamous type relationship.
Yeah, because I mean, like, when you have like when I say hoes, I mean like being able to go out and mess with any woman you want, and then. But usually, you're not going home with them. Maybe you sleep with them and then they go on the next day. But when you have a wife, you growing with that person or whatnot. So, I mean, I put that question there because I feel like men nowadays are just going for like. I think that we going for women just for pleasure nowadays more than actually like having something sustainable with a woman. So I put that question there to see would y'all rather have like. Being able to go with multiple women or somebody like a wife.
I mean, me like
personally,
I never really was into like having multiple women like dealing because it's too many. What's the word I'm looking for? Too many personalities to keep up with, and
too much like different energy. Putting too much energy into too many people.
Exactly. You don't want to give your energy to everybody.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? You might find a girl that, she might look, attractive, have all the features that you like, but you do what you do with her, and then then your energy is down because of her energy. You know what I'm saying? And then you might go find somebody else, and it's just like you don't want that.
Right.
I mean, by all means, I feel like a man should go out and seek what he wants.
Right.
But that's in the time of when he's finding himself. But at the end of the day, the end goal should be to go find one person and settle down. Because at the end of the day, if you say you 40, right, and I'm just throwing an age out there.
Right.
But like just say you're 40 and you're still trying to go out there and find somebody, but you messing with multiple women. It's just like, okay, cool. When am I gonna find somebody that's mine? Somebody I can go home to. Say that's my woman. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But,
someone who can turn your vision seed into a tree.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You need you a woman that's gonna stick by your side, encourage you, lift you up when you're down. Somebody, even if you at the lowest of your lowest, still there to support you and still build you up, and not just leave you because you at a hard spot.
Right.
That woman should be there to uplift you.
Be your home.
Uplift you and help you during your hard times. You can do, vice versa.
Right.
And I feel as if you're not going to find that messing with multiple women, because at the end of the day, you're not submitting yourself to that one person.
Right.
If you submit yourself to one person and you want to build and grow with that person, if that's the right person for you, then by all means, the relationship should go perfectly. Well, not perfectly, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it should clear.
What's your opinion on the world?
The way I see it, you know what you want in life. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do what you do, that's your choice. But at the same time, I think it's good to always know that you're going to have that one person. You know what I'm saying? As long as you do what you got to do, stand on your business, you know what I'm saying? God going to give you that person. Right. Now, it's going to take a couple little heartbreaks and, a lot of faces sometimes, you know what I'm saying, for different people. But it shouldn't be a lot of folks on your phone at one time, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have that one person you talking to. Y'all don't work out, cool. That's just dating. You go talk to somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Pick your poison. Just same thing with the berries. Pick your poison. One may not be good, on to the next, you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
okay. I definitely wanna hit that topic because to all the niggas to all the men that be hoeing out there, y'all know y'all want a solid woman, the woman that's down for y'all. Right. So y'all really, if you got hurt before and now you out here just hoeing around and messing with multiple females because you scared and don't want to get hurt, bro, stop being scared. You gonna get hurt when you mess you gonna get hurt regardless of who you messing with, because eventually you gonna start messing with somebody and they gonna hit your heartstring and then you gonna get hurt, even if you're not trying to have a solid female. So yeah. I think to all the people, the dudes that's out there that's holding around, bro, try to find you something serious once you start fixing with yourself, because I know the dudes that's out here that's messing with multiple females actually really want probably a girl that they can have for their own at their home, or that care for them, treat them right. I know y'all do, bro. I just know it.
You know what I feel, to touch back on the do you want multiple women or one woman, just like what you said. Mm-hmm. When you go to multiple women for the same reaction that you want from one woman, you mess your chances up a little bit. of getting that perfect woman.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you out here seeking this love from all these different females that really don't know nothing about themselves, but you like, boom, she got this status right here, so it's gonna make me look good. So maybe we can, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I feel that's part of the reason that you can't find one good woman, because you're looking for multiple. Or you just going to back to back to back to back, instead of like what Joey said, calming down, being patient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And letting God give you that goddess or that queen. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's a lot to touch up on in that category. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dealing with the world we live in right now. Anyway,
It's an evil world.
it's
Even-
a trend. It's
yeah,
a trend now.
Even with that, I be feeling like, the government do have something to do with that, just because they be putting it's stuff in our water, our food, the air. Really, mainly I'm talking about the water, that they got a chemical that makes men more on the feminine side. Like, if you could look this up, no kidding. It's something in the water that makes men more feminine, and it's just like that plays a part in what's going on in the world right now. So I don't put it all on, like just our people or whatnot. I know that it's people behind the curtain adding on to what's going on. So I definitely don't just blame it on them. So I just want people to start trying. That's
Right.
it.
And then, why is the healthy food more expensive than the bad food? Like,
That's a great.
That's
you know
bro.
what I'm saying?
You already
Like,
know.
that's a
Great
big
question.
suspicion right there.
That's one of the most basic things that everybody should have been thought. Like, that's something that I was thinking about when we was going grocery shopping as a kid. I'm like, if I want to eat good, this stuff is way more expensive. But if I want to go get like burgers and fries, that's $2, $3 for a whole meal. Like, bro, what?
I know y'all seen that movie. They clone Tyrone.
They clown Tyrone.
I ain't never watched that.
You ain't seen it yet?
You gotta watch it.
Not
You
yet.
gotta watch
Netflix,
it.
bro.
You gotta-
I'll watch it
I've
tonight. I'll watch
Bro,
it tonight.
yes, bro.
They just talk about how it's in the chicken. With they in the clubs. They
The
in
music.
They everything. They
Can I
everything.
interject?
Go ahead.
So with the chicken scene, right? You know how they started laughing. Okay, so look, I put two and two together. You remember when the Popeyes chicken sandwich came out, right?
They was going crazy.
That was going crazy. Over
I ain't gonna lie, I was in that line, bro. I was in that line, bro.
I mean,
I had got me two of them up. So I got spicy one, regular.
You got both, bro? That's funny.
Yeah, I was in that line.
I mean, I looked at it like, okay, cool. So like, they are actually doing this.
Yes.
Because like somebody really crashed out. They literally crashed their car inside of the Popeyes just to get a chicken sandwich. It's crazy, right?
Crazy,
They
'cause they-
put it right in our face like that.
All the time.
We're busting up.
They was good, bro.
That show was good.
But was it really good?
Nah, it wasn't good for me.
But like, was it really good? If you think about it, what we tasting it is just the fried,
Yeah.
the seasonings. If you
Yeah.
take a bite of a raw chicken,
Oh no, that's not what it tastes
Oh no, the raw chicken. I mean, excuse my language. The raw chicken.
I'm blurred out. It's cool.
The raw chicken is
Go
no
freeze.
good for you. No good for you. That joint tastes nasty. It tastes like what's it called? Like
salmonella.
yeah. That's what
It's
it.
definitely
It tastes raw.
Yeah.
I mean, the moral of the story is it ain't supposed to be put in the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't supposed to be put in the body. They say the chicken don't digest in your stomach for a month, I think.
Chicken?
Yeah, for a good minute.
That's what it is.
It was like,
It was yesterday.
you sure did. You sure did have that chicken
Bro.
sandwich.
Yesterday?
Yeah. Right before we met up. Every one of those. I was in that Wendy's like
Food is you like, you want some? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get me a salad.
I was like, but I should not be eating this right now. Boy.
That's why I tell like
It be
everybody,
like that. It
Yeah.
be like that.
if you
Yeah.
trying to change what you're eating, just like take it gradually. Because if you don't take it gradually, you try to jump right into it, you're gonna be right back into them fast food lines and doing all the extra stuff.
Yeah.
So like, I think people should start just adding more fruit into their diet just to start off.
You said
Fast
fruit?
Fruits. Like the watermelon is great for you. Got the grapes that's great for you. And I really don't want to be too harsh about the seedless or seeded, but I know seeded is better. But get what you can get, whatever you can get, and it'll help. So the grapes, the watermelon, cucumbers, love me the oranges, but the main ones I use: blueberries, strawberries, bananas. Just, that's great. The 3 magicals of making smoothies, and then I'd be adding herbs that you can get on, some maca root, tomcat ali, and then you can start taking some sea moss.
Don't forget about the mangoes.
Oh, and the mangoes. Mangoes. Mangoes amazing.
Yeah, I be having them in the crib. I got my little pear tree outside.
Definitely.
Yeah,
So
man.
just use
people support.
just trying. Like when people are trying to change their diet, you got to be able to take the time to start making like a diet plan and then failing, cause you gotta realize you're gonna fail, bro. You is gonna fail, but it's just about getting back up and saying, okay, I failed. Now let me keep going. I failed again. Keep going. Just being consistent with that. You gotta be okay, cause some people they'll fail and be like, dang, let me go get me some fast food now. Go ahead and just
supposed to give up too easily.
You give up and then I don't know, right. Now you just doing whatever. You gotta be able to be consistent with trying stuff and just keep on being persistent. When you're trying to change yourself.
I feel like that's what a lot of people nowadays though. How they just give up, because a lot of people haven't been hit with a lot of adversity.
Man, these folks give up just by little things. I'd be like, bruh, you have not had none hard life stuff happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get back up from what you got. But it takes that one thing to just be uncomfortable. Yeah. Folks don't like to be uncomfortable sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That in life, you gotta be uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? This world is uncomfortable to live in, so you gotta be uncomfortable. Yeah. And then you can rest later on when you're gone.
Look, uncomfortable world made comfortable.
Yeah.
I've been blessed with being able to learn from other people's experiences. Like, I won't have to go through something to be certain stuff to be able to be like, I think I'm not into all that. I definitely do try certain things to see like what I'm with, and then that's it. But like the more like bigger things, I really don't have to, because I just make sure I do my research on certain stuff, see who went through this and this happened after they did that. And it's kind of like business. So like you learn from other people's experiences when it comes to business. You look at the gurus, you learn from people like that, and you don't make the same mistakes.
Yeah. And it's, something that you gotta learn sometimes. People don't like to learn this, but you gotta know when to listen sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Especially, when I'm around older people, I had to learn to just, when they telling me something, it's not, them, you're not doing this right. You know what I'm saying? But it's them just trying to get you on the right path going. You just gotta listen. It's gonna come faster. You know what I'm saying? The more you learn from them, they've already done this. They've experienced this. You know what I'm saying? Folks like to stick around the people that they went to school with sometimes. But if they're not, on the right path with you, you gotta let them go sometimes and, find some wiser people to be around. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
The more wiser they are, the more you're gonna lead to success. The more successful they are, it's gonna come to you. You're gonna become one of them. You know what I'm saying? So
I definitely think people need to that's a skill that people need to pick up, is like you said, when you're talking with the old heads. Old heads be speaking facts sometimes, but sometimes they'll say some crazy stuff. I feel like people need to learn how to be able to take the good stuff of what people say and then separate the bad stuff. Like when you what's it called, sorting laundry. It's like sorting laundry. They might say this just because they say something's wrong or bad. Don't mean anything they say from there on is just not like, don't listen to them no more. No, you take what's good, with stuff that mess with you, that you mess with, and then you take the bad and you put it to the other side. You don't just take everything that somebody say and just take it for true. No, you got to be able to run it through your self process, think about it, and then separate it. That's a skill that people need to learn. Definitely push it forward. So
that's well said.
That's really good, but